So I was thinking of ideas for videos, and I come across this transfer one that is not necessarily the most recent transfers, but it's actually the most hated transfers in the history of football. So today I'm going to look at the top 5 hated transfers in the history of football. That is, you know, they've gone to a rival club and all the other fans hate them, or they've just stabbed a team in the back. Like, it could be anything, okay? And that's why it's quite interesting for this video. Now I'm wondering, can I do a top 5 most respected transfer? Can I do that sort of video? Is that possible? You can let me know in the comment section down below. But if you want to see that video, make sure you drop a like and a thumbs up, because if we can get like 4,000 likes, then I'm sure that video can come. Also lads, what I'm going to do is just let you guys know how I'm finding out all my latest transfer information. So as maybe some of you are aware, I've announced this before, but I use an app called OneFootball. Now OneFootball is a very good app, okay? It has all the football news, the scores, the latest transfers, all the information in one app, one place. For example, today we're announcing that Bolasie gone to Everton. That's fantastic. He'll feature in another transfer episode this week here on my channel. We're also looking at Fonte, apparently rumoured to be going to Man United. Apparently Jose Mourinho is interested in him. This is what the article's saying on the OneFootball app. Now, as you are aware, a lot of apps don't have everything in one place, so this is a fantastic situation. You don't have to have 4 or 5 different apps to get all the information you want. It's all in one app here in the description. Also, the good thing about it is it has notifications, okay? So if you're busy, you're in the middle or something, and you can't necessarily follow or watch the football, you get a notification saying that Manchester United scored and Ibra scored it or something like that. That's the awesome thing about it. You don't have to be glued to the screen all the time to be kept up to date. You don't have to be glued to a screen. It's awesome, all in one place. Now this is on Android and iOS, so there's options here for both parties involved. If you want to download it, it's free of charge at the top of the description. Literally free of charge, doesn't cost you a penny. So go over there, check it out, download it, let's see what happens. Alright, so it's time to get into the first player we're going to take a look at this episode. The first player we're going to take a look at today is Ashley Cole. Now what we've done is we've got their like best ever FIFA card, okay, and we've got their like other one from different, okay, it's just interesting, we mixed it up. So we've got their best ever FIFA card, okay, and then we've got like both of the clubs at that card, alright, so we can see what could have happened if he stayed at that club. You know, it's just interesting graphics, alright, and that's why we've done it. We've got his best ever card and we put both the clubs on it. Now everyone knows this guy, the youth career at Arsenal. He started off at Arsenal, a massive 156 appearances for them, and out of nowhere, this deal, okay, this signing sent him to Chelsea. Now obviously these are 2 London clubs, big rivalry, okay. Then he went on to be a bit of a Chelsea legend because he made 229 appearances for them, which is pretty huge. That's what's crazy about this one, okay. Like, I mean, he was Arsenal's biggest, like England's biggest left-back player at the time, and then Chelsea went and signed him. Now everyone called him Ashley Cole. Everyone blamed it on money. Everyone saying it was money orientated the move. He said Arsenal treated him badly at the time. I mean, it just caused a lot of rivalry, and I mean a lot of tension, because the fans absolutely hated Ashley Cole. Arsenal fans hated him. Arguably one of England's best ever left backs, and yeah, he was super hated. Alright, the number 4 player, there's not necessarily most hated order, just top 5, so it's not like 1 to 5. Alright, whatever, you get the gist. We have Campbell. Now this guy went from being at Tottenham, okay, he was there in the youth career, and West Ham. He was there for like 3 years in the youth career, then he got promoted, then he was at Tottenham's main team for 9 years, so he made a big 255 appearances, scoring 10 goals at Tottenham, and out of nowhere this transfer to Arsenal, and also London rival club, making 135 appearances for them happen. Now this article here is saying this is one of the worst nightmares ever for Tottenham fans. This is literally was like one of their biggest players, and out of nowhere he sort of stabbed him in the back, and he's gone to Arsenal, another London club. I mean, it's just huge rivalry anyway, Arsenal and Tottenham, and he's gone to one to the other. Now when he went to Arsenal as well, we actually won quite a lot of things, so it just made things even worse for Tottenham, because it made it basically look like that his transfer was the best move for him. So it just rubbed salt in the wound basically for Tottenham fans. Campbell's actually come out and said years and years later he's sorry for how it happened, but he's not sorry for making the move to Arsenal because of the success he had, so it's fair enough, I suppose. The next one's going to shock a lot of you, because we have Ronaldo, and I'm not talking Cristiano. Now he's got a double controversial transfer. Like, I've not seen any of this, and this is the only player in this whole episode who's got a double one. So Ronaldo started off, okay, like whatever, he went to PSV, and then he went to Barcelona, so that's a huge transfer. He was only there for 1 year, 37 appearances, 34 goals, which is amazing for one season, can I add. Then he went to Inter Milan, where he played 68 games, scoring 49 goals, once again amazing stats. So he's gone from Spain to Italy, but then he's gone back to Spain to Real Madrid, Barcelona's rival. And you know, it's just an unwritten rule, you can't play for Barcelona and Real Madrid. Like, that just doesn't go down well. And he made 127 appearances, scoring 83 goals, once again incredible record for Real Madrid, and played the most games for Real Madrid than he did for any other club. But when he was done with Real Madrid, he's gone to AC Milan, who is Inter Milan's rivals, okay? So he's gone from Barcelona to Madrid, and then Inter Milan to AC Milan. I mean, that is double controversial. I mean, that is just, the fans must have hated that. Now, this is one of the best strikers in the world, and everyone accepts that. Everyone would want him in their team, right? That's just a given. And when he was in his prime, there was no one that didn't want him in his team. But the crazy thing about it, he played for Barcelona and Real Madrid, then Inter Milan and AC Milan. I mean, that is double controversial. It's just pure rivalry, pure controversial. I mean, Ronaldo, that has got to be one of the most controversial stuff in football. Right, forgetting Ronaldo for a second, we know that was controversial. We got one next who was super hated by Arsenal fans, like really, really hated. Arsenal fans do hate a lot of players that go away from clubs, which is fair enough because, you know, sometimes they leave under bad circumstances, and obviously that's a bit shit. Because Van Persie went from Arsenal to Manchester United. Now, everyone knows Man United-Arsenal rivalry goes way, way back, and I tell you what, the thing about this one was that Van Persie felt apparently the Arsenal team wasn't strong enough to win the Premier League, and obviously Man United was, so he's gone from one to the other. Now, it did work out well for him. He did go to Man United and win the Premier League, so that happened exactly how we wanted it to happen. Arsenal fans hated it because, like I say, he sort of said that Arsenal weren't good enough to win the Premier League and Man United are, so that's why he's gone from one club to another. But that's not nice to hear about your team, is it? That's not nice to be told that your rivals are much better than you and they have a better chance of winning the league than you do, even though they, you know, they count themselves as the same level, whatever. It's just not nice for any fan to hear. So he did agree like a big 4-year deal with Man United as well for like £22 million. Obviously he was getting older, and I think he was only in his last year of his contract at Arsenal, so Arsenal had to sell him, otherwise they were going to get nothing for him if he stayed another year. But his spell did turn out to be successful at Manchester United. Now, obviously he was really heartbroken when Alex Ferguson was going to retire. He wanted to stay longer, but you know, Fergie retired, and apparently this is what Rio Ferdinand said, that he was the most shocked and upset person in the whole changing room when Alex Ferguson announced it, because apparently he just got a taste of winning the Premier League. He thought he was going to go on and win another one with Fergie, and then Fergie said he was going to retire, so apparently he was the most hurt and upset about it. So I mean, it's crazy. Last but not least, one of the most controversial transfers, most hated ones you're ever going to see in the history of football. We've got a player that's gone from like Barcelona to Real Madrid, but not just like Ronaldo, okay? Because Ronaldo went to another club in Italy, then he went back to Spain, so there was a little bit of break in the middle, maybe making the transfer a little bit less heated and controversial. But this one, Figo, was even more controversial because he went straight from Barcelona to Real Madrid. But that is crazy. So he made 172 appearances, scoring 30 goals for Barcelona, then 164 appearances for Real Madrid, scoring 38 goals. So very similar records, both awesome. Real Madrid paid $60 million for the start, okay, from Barcelona. So that is humongous. World record transfer fee at the time, I believe, is what I'm saying here. I just don't think that would happen in modern day football. I don't. For example, now imagine Real Madrid going and signing Neymar now from Barcelona, like, and breaking the world record transfer fee. I don't think that would actually happen. I just can't see that happening very soon. Now, it was so controversial that, like, when he was playing games, people would chuck like pigs' heads onto the pitch and stuff, which is just absolutely insane. And when he returned to the new camp, now the signs all around the stadium were like traitor, Judas, scum. I mean, there was loads of signs all around the stadium, basically just, you know, slagging him off. So yes, guys, this is the most hated transfers in the history of football and the biggest controversial ones ever. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to drop on a thumbs up and like down below for the most respected, which will be coming soon. Take it easy, as always. Peace.